Here's our scan data coming as a surface model. And again, it's really rough and it's got some open areas. So what we can do is go under reverse engineering. This was in the last release. They added a couple new techniques in here. Again, the smooth mesh is one of them. So let's just grab a rough area right here and just window around it. Let's say we want to smooth that area right there. And we have this little slider bar that allows you to tell it 1 through 100. You can run the mesh over and over and over again on the same area. Mesh does the entire part at one time, but it's let me do a window. I want to do a mesh facet. So it's not the computer, it's actually the user behind the computer called that. So I want to go facet. I want to pick individual facets to smooth as opposed to the entire geometry to start with. Now I'm getting the checkbox so I can adjust this, which is what I was looking for a second ago. All right, so let's go down to 90 and run that. Oh, there we go. Takes a second. All right, now we can see the difference in the two surfaces. So let me rotate this on the side more. There we go. So this is unsmooth surface, and this is the new smooth surface. So let me just run that one more time right here on mesh facets. And if we'll see if there's any open areas. And you can run it over and over and over again. So that smoothed it out pretty well. You can just keep running it over the same area as many times as you want. Eventually, you could deform the geometry to the point where it's not usable by smoothing it over and over and over again. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and just tackle this. Let's see if we can do the entire thing. Pump that down to 70. Oops, not 709. Set the mesh. Hey, there goes. Did it. All right. Now let's take a look at the geometry. A lot much smoother. So we took a lot of the irregularities out. Obviously, a lot of the hole cleanup we need to do to get that right. And there's some areas with some small little pinpricks in here. Again, we have some tools to kind of deal with that. This came from the last release where we can actually delete mesh. Same kind of way where we can actually paint the mesh facets and, mesh facets and do a box or brush where you can kind of window and just drag around and delete some of these areas out of there to clean up. Then you can go back and actually patch some of these holes up to fill them in. All right, so that is the new smooth tool inside of 2019.